Hello and welcome to Petra Publications. I'm Davis, and today I just wanted to show some used books, some antique books that I've been able to get my hands on here in the last couple of days. Pretty cool stuff that I've hardly paid any money for because I buy them at thrift stores or at antique shops when I just have no idea what they have. But let's take a look at this. I thought this was the best book I was ever going to find in a thrift store or in an antique shop, and I was very wrong. This is an early 1900s edition of Matthew Henry's commentary. I forget the year. I looked it up, but I can't remember what it was. But pretty cool stuff. This has an introduction in it, printed in the USA. But it has this introduction here talking about it, and then it has a memoir of the Matthew Henry, the great Matthew Henry, which I intend to read at some point. I haven't gotten to it yet, but it's pretty long. Let's see, where does the commentary proper start? Right there. So all of this is the memoir to Matthew Henry in the introduction. So that's pretty cool. And I paid I found this at Goodwill. So I paid $2 for this, I think. Somewhere along those lines. Cloth bound. Still in pretty good shape, all things considered. It's got some wear on it, but I was really pleased to find this volume. But then, lo and behold, I found this. Now, unfortunately, this was in perfect condition, and I was pulling out of a gas station right after buying it, and I'll tell you what it is in just a second, but right after buying it, and this car was pulling, I was turning left, and there was a car turning into the gas station, turning left, but he didn't have his signal on, and I thought he was still going straight, so I started pulling out, and when I looked up to look back the other way, he was right in front of me. So I slammed on my brakes, and the book went flying forward and slammed into my dashboard. And unfortunately, the binding is completely off the text block now on both sides, unfortunately. So that's pretty much just worth nothing. But this is I believe a 1929, let's see, what is this? I can't remember exactly what year this is. Well, this was a 1920s edition of a William Tyndale biography. Still in fantastic shape. Like I said, binding was on there completely when I bought it. And I paid $12 or something for this. So I'm actually planning to read this biography. Super excited about that. And it's got pictures in here. Like here's a page of his New Testament right here. 1525 right there. So that is pretty exciting. And it's like that all the way through the book. There's another illustration there. So I gotta get the binding fixed. But apart from that, this book was an extremely exciting find as well. And I think I paid like $12, somewhere in there, for that one. And then the last thing I want to show you here is this, and you can't see it yet, I know, but there was a label on it. I wanted to show you this first. Whoever had this had no clue what it was. It's labeled Shabby Antique Book, $12. And I investigated this shabby antique book, mainly because it looked like that. Very old. This is a leather binding here. Missing the front cover, but I didn't care. I looked at it anyway. And I am so glad that I did. This right here that I paid $12 for is a first American complete and standard edition. This is a first edition volume 7 of John Wesley. First edition, of John Wesley. Paid $12 for it. Yes, there's no front cover. Yes, there's a little bit of damage there. But what a phenomenal find. 1831 is the publishing year of this volume. What is found in this volume, got to be very careful here, but letters, lots of letters, more letters, more letters. Let's see here. Get out of the letters here. What else is in here? Modern Christianity exemplified at Wednesbury. So here's an essay that he wrote. More letters. These are, looks like, yeah, more letters. Thoughts on Methodism, people called Methodists. Thoughts on the power of music. Ooh, I want to read that. Bet that's interesting. But anyway, must be very careful. The pages are going to start falling out. But super, super excited about this. It's in awful shape, obviously, but that's only the first 60 pages that you can't read, and only on the very bottom. I mean, you can still read all of these letters. So, pretty exciting. I don't know what happened to that. Maybe it got wet. It's kind of hard to tell. Nothing else seems damaged about it. It's just right there. So, I don't know if you know what that is. If you do, comment that down below. I'd love to hear it. But those are 3 great books that I was able to find at thrift stores or at antique shops for not very much money. I highly suggest everybody get out there and try to find one yourself. It only takes a little while until you find something that either you want to read, in this case, or you want to collect and save and hold on to, like in that case. But at any rate, totally worth doing it, totally worth the money, totally worth the time invested. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you feel like it, and or don't if you don't. I hope you have a blessed day.